The place where I get my astrology information from is a website called planetwaves.net with the astrologer Eric Francis, I think is his last name, or France, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a really great site, and it deals with politics, and it deals with, you know, psychological, emotional sort of realms, and it's just great. I love it. So check it out. But anyway, one of the things that he says about this time period for people born under the sign of Aries is that the personal is political. And when I read that, I was like, I know exactly what that means. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it resonated on such a level that I was just like, thank you. That is what I've been thinking about. That is what I've been feeling so much lately, is that what's happening inside of us is exactly what is happening out there. Like, what happened to us as kids is it's like, what, this is where it gets like, the past is repeating itself the same way it happens in families. That's what is happening. And if we can understand our own family dramas, then we can understand how the drama of the world happens. And we don't just write it off as, that's just the way people are. That's just the way the world is. These things we tell ourselves that allow for this kind of thing to happen. That's just the way Dad is. That's just the way Mom is. It's because of her bad childhood. That's the way they are. So we don't really talk, think, or speak about that. We just can't do that anymore, individually or within the world. And I believe that it's really the reason why we haven't succeeded at world peace yet is because people haven't done this. People haven't done the work. We haven't earned peace. Not enough people on this planet have done the emotional work it takes to live on a peaceful planet. Okay? Like, I mean that. When I say that, that just comes to me so clearly in this moment that, wow, we have not earned peace. You have to earn peace. You have to work towards peace. And the way to do that is by dealing with our individual stuff. And it's really tempting to say, well, what difference does it make if I work on my childhood? It's George Bush. He's the one doing it all. He's the one who's, invading Iraq and just not listening to anybody. He's not listening to Congress. He's not listening to anybody. He's going to do what he wants. And it's like, yeah, but the reason why he knows that he can do this is because there's so many people out there who just think, well, that's just the way, that's just our president, that's the way we do things. And here's the thing. He is enabled to do that stuff by his group of people around him. Those people have their families who enable what they're doing. Those people, it goes on and on. It's like a giant enabling family tree. Everybody's enabling each other. Nobody's calling people out. All the people in the audience of a President Bush speech that can just sit there and politely clap. Those are human beings. Those human beings have families. They have jobs. They're people's employers. They're people's employees. They belong to people's churches. I mean, these people are integrated within society. It is not as separate as you think. And that's what's so scary about it, but that's also where change can happen. But we have to stop enabling each other.
Let's cut out the melodrama so we can wake up the whole wide world. Let's make up and start all over and awaken the boys and the girls.